Hi guys, this is Tiffany. This is also Coach Bri is with us today. Adele was not feeling the greatest, so we decided that we would take over today's Facebook Live. If you hop onto the call at any time, please make sure you comment, say, hey, I'm here. We would love any input that you guys have. I have not gotten those comments pulled up quite yet, but I'm going to get those pulled up so that I can make sure I'm monitoring those comments while we are chatting. So again, if you have any questions, just let me know. So the thing that we're going to talk about a little bit today is wellness. We're going to talk a little bit about, do you use food as a reward for good behavior? And one of the reasons why we want to talk about this is a common thing that we see with our clients. I did great all week. I deserve to go out for ice cream. Or I exercised 4 times. I deserve to have 5 slices of pizza for dinner. Like,
I earned my junk food.
Right. And you know what? Do you want to kind of talk about why that can backfire?
I find that allowing yourself those treats as reward can kind of start a backslide into old habits, right? Or when you start making bad decisions and letting things like that creep in, it's like, oh, I've already messed up. I'll just start again on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So it can kind of snowball.
Yeah, exactly. And one of the things that we recommend is we don't say start again on Monday. We don't even say start again on the next day. We say start again at your next meal. You had one meal off. That's fine. It happens. We don't expect perfection. We just ask for consistency, because at the end of the day, it's impossible to be perfect at tracking macros. Could you do it? Sure. But life happens, right? Things are always going to happen that kind of throw a wrench in the middle of your plans. So we kind of want to get away from, looking at food as good versus bad, or as a reward or a punishment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I ate a Snickers bar, so now I have to go run 500 miles.
Chicken and broccoli for the next 3 days, whatever.
Right. So we want to get away from that mind shift. So let's talk about some of the habits that we can do. And I'll actually share a little bit of my own personal journey, because as some of my clients know, I am trying to get ready for a competition. I want to do an NPC bikini show. My goal is maybe in August. We'll see if it happens or not. If it happens, fantastic. If not, you know what? The stage is still going to be there. I can always push that date back and make sure that I'm actually physically ready for it. So right now I'm a little fluffier than I wanted to be, and that happens because multiple reasons. One reason would be you just don't pay attention to your nutrition and it sneaks up on you. Another would be, and this is kind of a combination of the two happened to me, the not paying attention. I also have been focusing on growing muscle, and with muscle growth, there comes a little bit of extra fat with that. So I have to cut that down in order to get ready to be stage ready. So my current weight, and I'll go ahead and tell you guys this because I'm going to share my goals with you. I'm currently 139 pounds. I'm 5'2", so that's a little bit heavy on my frame, but I also have a lot of muscle mass. So I don't expect to realistically get down to 115, 120 pounds at my height. So we'll see what happens as I get closer to stage. I might surprise myself and get that low. We'll see. But some of the things that I'm focusing on, and I'm just pulling up my notes over here because I wrote down some notes for non-food rewards. So I've got a mixture of body weight goals that I want to hit and rewards for that. And I also have things that go hand in hand with my training program and rewards for that. For example, my first reward that I have set up is once I hit 137 pounds, I would like to reward myself with a massage. And that's not very far away. I've been dieting for a while and I'm like, you know what? I'm ready for a reward. I haven't really given myself any rewards. So I really want a massage. That's going to be my first goal, a reward.
It's a good motivator.
Exactly. I really, really want that massage. In the meantime, some of the other things that I've been really craving lately is just alone, quiet time. And Adele posted in the Facebook group a couple of days ago with her coffee cup and her book in the bookstore. And I'm like, man, that sounds divine. I just want to go somewhere where it's quiet and breathe and read and focus on me, and not have it be exercise related. Because when I do have me time, it's usually exercise related, like gym, hiking, something like that. I never just sit down. And I think that my body's craving that right now. So my reward for right now, I'm exercising, or no, reading the bookstore, coffee table, reading a new book. That's another weight related goal. That's once I hit 135 pounds. I'm going to allow myself to do that. But I do have some training rewards as well. So right now I'm exercising 4 times a week, and I would like to add a 5th day into my training sessions. I've been saying that I want to do this for a while now, and I just haven't done it. I feel like my upper body is developing a lot faster than my lower body, and I'm doing more upper body work. So I want to add in another lower body day to my training schedule. I just haven't done it. So my first reward is after 2 weeks of consistently adding in that 5th training day, I'm going to go get a facial. Like I've never had a facial. I really want one. It sounds
That's so good.
It sounds divine. Yeah, right. And then another thing that I want to do is I want to have a sauna day. Like I just want to go sit in the sauna. Again, quiet time, alone time. And I don't do the sauna very often. So maybe after a month of consistently hitting my goals of training 5 days a week, then I'll allow myself that sauna time. Oh, Joan's on. Hi, Joan. Thanks for hopping on. So you can kind of see how your rewards can be food related or non-food related, or sorry, not can be exercise or food related, because you can focus on the weight aspect. You can focus on, if I hit my macros this many days in a row, I'm going to treat myself to a pedicure. If I stay consistent, if I fall off track and I get right back on track, this is how I reward myself. And really, you're training your brain to process how you handle these different situations, and how you respond to them. What would you add? What would be some rewards that you think you should focus on?
Well, yeah, I wanted to kind of jump on what you were just touching on. That personally, I'm in more of a maintenance phase, right? I kind of am close to my I'm not at my lowest weight, but I'm kind of in this swing where I live within these 5 pounds, where I feel comfortable, right? So I like to connect my rewards more to processes than to outcomes.
Yeah.
So, so I strive for consistency in training 3 days a week, on top of my class load. And then right now, actually, you and Adele inspired me to focus on a habit. And so I'm focusing on increasing my walks after lunch.
Nice.
So I'm home for lunch 3 days a week. So I'm trying to walk every single one of those days after lunch. And then sleep consistency is huge for me, right? So these are some of my big focuses right now as far as habits and kind of processes. So I have decided that after 2 weeks of consistency with training and walking, that I'm going to reward myself with some new workout gear, right? I always love new workout gear.
Yes. That's a good one.
Yeah. And then I thought after a month, I could reward myself with new tennies. So I always want some new workout shoes.
I love it too, because I don't know about you, but I like it when my stuff matches. Like,
yes, you have a great outfit, and it makes you want to go work out more even.
Yeah, you're like, I look cute. Let's do this.
Yeah. Some of my other rewards are like mani-pedi. I never do any of that.
Same.
Yeah. Or a night out with a husband.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that you can relate with a lot of kids. It's just a lot to have somebody come over, then you're spending the money on a sitter, then you're spending the money on the night out, and it just adds up. So that is a big reward to give yourself a date night. And it's important for your relationship too.
I agree.
I thought to use that as a reward.
Yeah.
And then finally, I like when I get to my low end of my maintenance weight to splurge on like a new outfit. So if we were going to do a date night and I were to get down to that low end of my maintenance weight, maybe I'd reward myself with a new outfit.
That's great. I love that. Adele's in the comments. Hi, Adele.
Hi.
I love that though. The fact that, you're factoring in your relationship, you're factoring in, how you feel, like confidence a little bit, because you're getting those outfits that make you look good. You're focusing on, some wellness with your mani-pedis and stuff. Cause I'm the same way. I don't have time to go get manis and pedis. I would love to, but it just doesn't happen often. And I want to make sure that everyone understands that, again, this is not just diet related or specific goal related. Like Bri said, you can do it based on your habits as well. Or those processes versus those outcomes. So say that you're someone that's struggling with water intake. That's a big habit that we want people to work on, right? Because that's a huge one. You could definitely apply this to that. After hitting my water goal for a week, I will do XYZ. And it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't, you don't even have to leave your house. If you're the kind of person that does your own nails at home, but you've been like slacking because you're like, I don't have time for this, then you could be like, this is going to be my reward. I'm going to make time to have this me time. I'm going to close the door, play some music, put my significant other in charge of the children. Like, it's going to be me time, right? We deserve those rewards. And a lot of times we get caught in the habit of, well, if it's a reward, it's got to be food because I'm limiting my food intake. So I need to reward myself with food intake. And again, like we mentioned at the beginning of the call, this can backfire, especially since when we reward ourselves for food, it's usually not like chicken, rice, and broccoli, right? No, it's going to be like,
ice cream,
donuts and ice cream. And I would much rather that my clients fit those in to their macros than using them as a reward and splurging on them outside of those macros. Because
I like that, kind of owning those choices when you make them.
Yeah.
Making room for them and then moving forward without derailing.
Yeah. And understanding that you can have food anytime that you want it. You just have to be conscious of your food choices and make it fit into your macros or fit into your calories if you're not tracking macros. To me, food should be something that you just have. You need it for survival. It's not necessarily a reward. Yeah, we all like cakes and cookies and donuts and ice cream and chips and salted nuts. And we can have those. We just have to plan a little harder for them. So don't sit there and restrict it and think I can only have this as a reward. Have it whenever you want to, plan for it, make it fit your macros, and then really do something that you've been wanting to do and you haven't allowed yourself to do yet as a reward. So something else that I want to do, and I'm actually really excited that I wrote this down, is I want to take an aerial class, like with people on the road.
Yeah, those are cool.
I've been looking at that for over a year. And that's one of my rewards is if I hit my goals for a specific amount of time, I'm going to take one of those classes. Who knows? Maybe I'll love it and it'll become like a weekly thing that I do.
Channel your inner Pink.
Right. Right. Exactly. I love Pink. She's great.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. So I haven't really seen any comments on here. Bri, did you have anything else that you wanted to mention?
I just really liked the point that you were making about owning the choices when you choose to have something, that's a little more indulgent to eat. I like the idea of taking the guilt out of those decisions, right? Fit them in, own them, enjoy them without guilt, and then move forward.
Absolutely. But get rid of the good versus bad.
Yeah.
Food is just
no good food, bad food. Yeah.
Yep. Some foods more nutritious than others simply because of the micronutrients, the vitamins, minerals, all that stuff that's in it. But all food has a place in a well-balanced diet. Adele just said no bad foods. # I love it. Exactly. All right, guys.
Maybe I could encourage them to share some of their rewards if anybody watches this later and wants to think about some non-food rewards that they would like to share them with the group.
Yeah, I think that would be fantastic. If you think of any rewards and you're watching this and you're like, oh, I could do this. I've been wanting to do this forever and I just haven't made time to do it. Add it in the comments. We're going to be monitoring the comments and we'll try to respond to you guys when we see them pop up. So we'd love to know what your ideal reward would be. And then if you're interested in any of our programs, make sure that you go to our website and look at our program list. Or if you comment, send me the programs. I can link it in the comments below. Just write interested in the program in the comment section.
Awesome.
Sounds good. All right, guys, have a great day. It was lovely seeing you and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.